clown, he'd be like a fucking evil space mutant.
I've learned that Eva is one of my favorite people now.
So I went ahead and got myself some root beer and some regular beer because I couldn't choose which one I wanted to drink.
I love how he goes live and doesn't even tell us. Like,
I did it as soon as I got back.
And he was going to do it as soon as he got back. We're going live.
No warning.
Going live.
No warning. We're about to go live, and no, it's just like.
Are you guys ready yet?
You're a cunt. That's what you are.
No topics. Let's just go free for all.
It takes one to know one. I'm glad yours is talking now.
I'm a cunt too. So mine has teeth. Fuck you.
I'm a dentata.
That movie is so good.
So goddamn cheesy. It's like, oh god, no, there's blood everywhere. It's not red tempura paint.
Sorry.
Alex said she'll be back in a while. She's gone to pick up Amy.
So we can't have too much fun without her. Or can we?
Well, let's try. This first part.
When are we gonna get to the part of the evening where we get sober?
After I drink more.
Fuck that.
So
Okay.
a man armed with sword and blowgun crashes U-Haul into church following police chase.
Was he Muslim?
Excellent.
You can't make this shit up, or can you? Let's see. Posted by CNN, so you know it was real. The man accused of holding a sword, armed with knives and a blowgun. Knives now. When Raytown police say he took them on a bizarre slow-speed chase that ended with a crash into a church and has now been charged. It's like, let's just have a casual police chase today. Raytown, Missouri. Oh, okay. He was probably just really fucking high.
Oh god, I'm so high.
Actually, what I would really like to do is get into one of those slow-speed car chases in a golf cart.
I just
And
want to know what...
Just like slap them as they come to try to arrest you.
No. Get like a tennis ball launcher and affix it to the back and just fire tennis balls at them. I could kind of imagine them kind of just casually strolling after me with tennis rackets. Like, stop! In the name of the law, boing! We're in pursuit.
No, make it like those oversized tennis balls, like the softball-sized ones.
Oh,
They would use those. They would use their little batons to like just.
Like, boing! Like, damn it! He's not stopping, sir.
Why
Boing!
will the madness cease? Let's put another unit on this trail.
Quick, get the canine unit. The dogs are fucking chasing the tennis balls everywhere.
Well, that's
Hold on a
colossal
second.
failure.
How high are you right now?
I'm
Now,
completely
you know what?
fucking sober. This is me, like, just completely fucking sober.
So
Like-
you want him to start off like this, like balls?
Balls?
They go balls,
Balls.
and then balls.
Balls!
Where's the part where they attack them?
And then they show up at the museum later that day. It's like, I found the one. This is the tennis ball that attacked you, sir.
That tennis ball is perfect. Holy shit,
ball
I've
is
never been
triggering.
more attracted to a ball before in my entire life.
How about a pair of them?
Oh,
God.
that sounds like a good time.
So, Philip D. Perkins, no, not the restaurant, 44, faces charges of 2 counts. Oh my god, I almost said coconuts. 2 counts of
2 charges of coconuts, huh?
second-degree assault, 4 counts of first-degree endangering the welfare of a child.
How can you have 4
ruining
counts
the
of
image
that?
God is impervious to people like him. Resisting arrest and first-degree property damage. Alright, honestly, like, if you could get enough people to donate to the church, would you not want to do this right here? Because look, it's like it's got a squid on it and everything.
That's amazing.
Gentle ride van.
This isn't exactly the
Remember, this is the right equipment with the lowest cost for a church.
I mean, they just smashed the doors in for that's like.
Like that's maybe $1,000 worth of total damage right there.
Yeah, I'm like, go fuck
You could
yourself.
fix that.
Nah,
Let's pick up the second set, then it's $1,500. Oh well.
oh my god.
Plus
Truly.
labor.
Knowing the churches, though, they'll be like, oh no, it's going to cost us $50,000 because
It's gonna cost us a new Ferrari and a congregation.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, those doors were very, special because,
And Jesus
I urge
himself
you-
write his name on them.
And I urge you to help us in our time and
okay, carry on then.
Okay.
you know.
it is
Here's the thing I
Missouri.
don't understand though, Craig.
Mhm.
The sword I get. Why the blowgun?
I mean, clearly there might be some Jesuslings running around, gallivanting along their ways as they do.
He has to tranquilize them all.
Yeah, you have to tag and release those bitches. So you gotta just wait for them to show up after you crash the doors in.
Because Jesus, like God, reproduces asexually.
This all makes sense. It was a slow-speed chase. He had a blowgun because he's not quite that violent. He was just trying to go to church. What a nice Christian.
What's with the
So-
sword?
His mistake was not getting in the slow speed chase with the golf cart and the tennis balls.
So surveillance cameras captured the man crashing a U-Haul moving truck into the First Baptist Church at 10,500 miles per hour. Oh, damn it. 10500 E Highway 350, about 5:07 a.m. About 5:07 a.m.
Yo, I was
in
about to
32
ask you,
seconds.
what the fuck is he doing breaking the...
Lyric, you're cutting out.
You keep muting yourself for some
I don't know
reason.
what's going on here. I was asking, what is he doing breaking the laws of physics by going that fast? He wasn't satisfied breaking the law. I had to break the laws of physics too.
Well, a woman and 4 children ranging in age from 3 to 8 were found in the truck. This must be why he was being nagged a lot. Police do not believe that the woman, who was determined to be Perkins' girlfriend, see, that's what I said, and children were being held against their will.
It's like, this will scare the kids.
This is what happens when you don't make the sandwiches right.
All right, now, when I was younger, I attended a friend of mine's sleepover birthday party, in which his dad allowed him to have friends over, but only because they were coming over to his place. He was never allowed to sleep over other people's places, especially not his male friends, because Christian. And the next morning, we went and got Dunkin' Donuts, and we went up to the top of a parking garage that had a hill on the top of it. Like, it had a ramp up, a flat place, and a ramp down. And we went over that, and I realized, oh wow, this is actually how this is as exciting as their lives get, right as we went over the top.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine having a U-Haul crash into the front of your church.
You really need to watch that video Nora linked.
Oh my god. Well, let me see.
Like, if he didn't at least scream Allahu Akbar before crashing into the church, I imagine it was at least extreme Jesus.
I'm thinking
Here's
the
the problem.
reason that he crashed is because he was busy pointing the blowgun at somebody else.
Extreme
The man made statements about believing in God and placed the sword against the neck of 2 people, police said. He had 20 weapons with him. Let me guess, they were all, like, kitchen knives? So anyway, they backed up and tried to ram the entrance again. The church's pastor said. Sorry, church's pastor, Mr. Brandon Park. Police used a taser to get the man in custody. He had weapons taped to his body. That was our number one concern. The women and those 4 children, Park said. Oh, that sounds awfully nice. What about the pastor? The children's grandmother picked them up from the police station Thursday afternoon. She said she now has temporary custody. Huh. Phyllis Muteri Perkins. What? Okay, Perkins' mother said she paid for the U-Haul. She asked for prayers for her family because they're going to fix everything. There's no doubt in my mind and my heart how much I love them, and it hurts me that they're going through this. Officers helped her install car seats so she could take the children home. She said the family was moving from Grandview to Raytown, and why? And her son had weapons because he no, he doesn't. He taped them to himself. My guess is that they're like Bowie knives too.
Like ornamental ones, probably
Yeah.
not ones that are worth cutting people with.
The bizarrest, let alone anything like paper. The bizarre slow-speed police chase that ended in the crash started at 4:20 a.m. Okay, now we know how that started. At a gas station in the 6500 block of Raytown Road when someone reported a man with a sword. Witnesses said the man used the sword while threatening two men in the parking lot.
Well, listen, driving.
What was it
across
like?
the
What were they saying?
Jordan-
Were they taunting him with, like, that's not a real sword, man? You only use that for martial arts. Like raccoon catching. Victoria believes her son had a mental breakdown. You don't say.
Maybe. Good probability.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed a really important part here. He was brandishing a sword and asking people what they felt about God. All sorts of very strange behavior, Park said. It's a mental illness thing with my son.
You don't say. Like, what was the first fucking
Wouldn't
clue?
have a clue, you
We
know?
can get some help and get that taken care of with our church. I think if you have a mental breakdown, you have no clues to what's going to happen to you at a church. Officers arrived as the man fled in a large U-Haul truck. Police pursued the truck at slow speeds for 40 minutes. Just down the road, yonder. It was determined during the pursuit that there were children in the cab of the truck. Stop sticks were used to slow the truck. Those would be those spike strips. They weren't like walking along next to it, beating it with sticks from the side of the road or anything. The truck
Might as
finally,
well have been.
the truck finally drove to First Baptist Church, where it crashed into the front doors at, probably all of 5 miles an hour. Like, I was just trying to knock on the door with my truck.
It was too cold. I didn't want to get out.
Just above the entrance, the man crashed through as a Bible passage that says, "I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord."
Why are they doors locked anyway? The house.
Psalm 122:1, which is probably the gear ratio he had to be in to do that kind of damage. Oh my god. I was glad when they said to come into the house of the Lord. I don't think that's what that means. Director of Security. Okay, who wrote this?
Jesus, take the wheel.
No, I was all there up to this part where they started this. Like they're not, like this is where the article has become self-aware. Then yeah, it's not a drive-through church. Yeah, okay. The church's pastor is thankful no one was hurt. Now cleanup is underway. Everyone's praying in a circle around the damage, I guess.
Oh my
First
god.
Baptist Church had to board up the large hole left by the crash because Jesus wouldn't do it for them.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Everyone's singing hallelujah.
Beef.
Haram.
That video is still fucking fresh in my head. Chicken's gonna set me off on giggle fits for like the next week and a half. I know, I'm serious. I am posting that shit outside my lab's door. That's going up. That is hysterical.
Actually, I think I need to share that with my analytical team. That's awesome.
And then I'm gonna see if I can write in straight letters the YouTube link in the bottom, because that has to happen. Like this, there's no work is gonna happen for a week in my lab because everyone's gonna be talking about chicken.
You should watch the video
Paper
that I
that
made.
put the academia world on ear.
That kind of begs the
So-
question of what the null hypothesis was, Turkey.
Chicken.
What's the polar opposite of chicken?
Chicken. So
Not
I
chicken.
want to watch this, but I don't have the ability to share my audio.
Oh, that's fine. Just the visual is enough.
It requires none.
Okay, I'll mute it so that way everyone has the same experience I do.
Oh, look
Oh
at
look,
the
it's a
little
little
kid.
girl.
She's
That's
so
Like,
adorable.
cute children. Oh, this is not going to end well.
What?
He's got a car in his pants. He's gonna go unlock another car with his car.
Hey, is that in your pants, or are you happy to
Oh,
see
that's
me?
his car. It was in his pants. It grew up.
It is trousers. Fuck.
His pantaloons.
Doll.
Pantalone.
Look at Who the fuck does that?
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
That's pretty fucked up. I need
Well,
to
it made me aware of speeding.
Shit, undo.
Real talk. Who the fuck approved this? Who the fuck looked at this and said, "Oh, this will be okay
I
to show
know
on
who
public"?
approved it. I know who approved it. I think
Easy.
Mr. Perkins did it.
I feel so guilty for laughing this hard.
Holy shit.
Can we just turn this stream into watching PSAs? Wait, no. First,
Yeah.
after we read Varrick's, the articles that Varrick found, I want the cocaine one.
Yeah, there's 3 more of these. You might be able to find some relevant PSA as well.
I have the next one that we're going to watch ready.
Oh god.
Okay. Now Matsuri, a recent retiree, is figuring out where the kids will sleep in her 1-bedroom East Kansas City home. God damn it. Somebody call up Nick. I can give the kids the bed and I'll sleep in this chair. It reclines just fine, she said. I will sleep in this chair. I would. Okay.
I'll sleep in this chair. Not here, not there, but I will sleep in this chair.
This chair right here.
I do not like this. I do not like the bed on a train. I do not like the bed at the end of this chain. Okay,
What the fuck?
KCTV, I've contacted. I know I went dark real quick. Contacted Sleepyhead Beds, a local charity. Why the fuck are they gonna put the beds on top of each other?
That is just great. The name of the local charity is Sleepyhead Beds.
A local
Can you
charity.
get more folksy?
They're searching for a sponsor to get Matsuri beds for her grandchildren. The church will have services this Sunday.
That's disappointing.
I find it funny. No, seriously, they're all gonna show up. It's like, look, we had an imposter. He came in from the west. He broke through the doors of Jesus our Lord.
He
Now we
was
must pay.
actually the devil. He was asking
Let us
everybody
pray
about
to
God.
Peter.
'cause he
He
was-
bared false U-Haul.
Let us pray to the spirit of
All he
revenge.
was hauling was his family, and it was not him who did so. It was the Lord. I mean, just look at the cuttlefish on the side. He said cuttlefish, not cutlery. Okay, I'm gonna end this right now.
Good night, everybody.
Before any more bad jokes come out of my mouth on that one, we're gonna just leave it. Let's see.
Like somebody put something in his mouth.
No, this one's mercifully short. Oh, decisive win in South Carolina. That happened. Let's see. Oh boy. New Lego line includes stay at home, hipster dad. Okay, look. My dad stayed at home for a while after he got laid off his STEM job, and then he went back to school and got another STEM job. This is just a lazy motherfucker. This is not a hipster. You're not ironically staying at home. You're just a lazy piece of shit. God damn.
How do you
Like,
ironically
these
stay
days,
at
dude,
home?
these days there isn't room. Like there just isn't financial responsibility to allow that. Both parents need to work these days. There's not enough money to go around. Okay, he's even wearing a plaid shirt. What the fuck kind of irony is that supposed to convey?
Is it just me or does he look more like a lumberjack and less like a hipster?
He does. He looks more like a real man than a hipster.
Well, they didn't want to call it that. That would be sexist.
Dad.
Oh.
Just as sexist as the woman holding the bottle for the baby.
It's not a big bottle. Why is her
Or is it
bottle
as
bigger than her
sexist as-
chest?
You've never fed a baby, have you?
Whiskey.
Oh, you see what they do is they just continuously feed it slowly so it can shit directly out any and all milk that it comes in. It's constantly full.
Okay, correct that one a bit. Do you want children, Craig?
One day, and no, I'm not going to feed them like that. Let's see. Lego enthusiasts will soon be able to create a more modern Lego family, stay-at-home dad included. Because that's modern. Lego announced that their new Lego cities full of figure. Yes, so what'll happen is we'll have the stay-at-home dad who isn't a hipster putting together a Lego city full of hipster stay-at-home dads. Let's see, we'll include a kid in a wheelchair with a guide dog for the first time ever, because for the first time ever, people gave a flying fuck about that in Lego. A hipster stay-at-home, people who won't use them, by the way, a hipster stay-at-home dad dressed in plaid with his Lego wife dressed in a professional.
Hold on, what I don't
Professional
understand
attire.
is
Stay-at-home dad dressed in plaid.
I don't understand is why they needed like a new like you can get any Lego figurine and make him into a stay-at-home dad.
Look, this is literally a rehashing of extant Lego parts. The same with the like you can make these two.
Also,
out
that
of
bitch doesn't
existing
look
parts.
professional. She looks slutty as fuck. She looks like she's about to go in and suck her boss's dick.
Hey, listen, Black Lives Matter, okay?
Black Lives Matter.
Which is where we get to the end of the article. This set is an attempt by the company to more inclusively represent the modern world, according to President of LEGO Systems Soren Torp Larsen. We need to stay in tune with the world around us. And remember, LEGO is based over in the Netherlands, where they're currently inundated by people who would probably kill you for having figurines like this because they are the devil.
Allahu Akbar.
Akbar. And
Stop
it's the
saying
end of
it so properly, you bastard.
Allahu Akbar.
that. Okay, so let's next PSA. Workplace accidents. Prevented.ca. Here are the five videos.
Oh, I know this one.
What happened? Does she accidentally get the peas into the chicken?
Basically, she's bare like, oh, I'm engaged. Yeah, I'm so engaged right now. I'm gonna have a wedding soon. But unfortunately, that won't happen because he's gonna get a call. He's gonna get a call because I didn't fucking clean the floor like the right woman I am.
Yes, would.
Turn on the sound for that. That was priceless.
Half raised.
That scream is something.
Okay. These have to go in the description of this thing.
Why isn't this a woman? Why isn't a woman doing this job?
I gotta be a black man.
He was gonna take his family on a vacation.
Mhm.
Now he won't be able to.
He's
You
one
know
in the
why?
busted harness.
So he, Craig, present yourself. So we can see.
There's been an accident, you don't say. Oh my god. I like it. There's not really any accidents.
A factory accident.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hey, Jim. Wow, really? You got an accident here? This was no accident.
Oh. Why does that look like something out of a low-budget horror movie instead of a?
His face is like, I'm so getting sued for this.
Dude, like, I'm sorry, like, there really are accidents.
Well,
The retail store accident.
someone was a dipshit, that's what happened.
Yep, there it is.
What happened?
What the fuck?
Accident?
Right, you gotta present yourself.
I'm not presenting myself, but I have selected myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he has. She's just like, I should have
Look
leaned
at my
over.
left wrist. It'll never jack another human off again.
Hey,
Electricity accident. Oh, I'm disappointed. Okay, so just prior to this one happening here, there actually is a video of a real workplace accident in China, which involved some people moving some scaffolding around for painting that ran into a 10,000 volt wire, and of course all of them instantly froze up and then slumped as they all died.
I saw that shit.
Oh my god.
And while that one wasn't funny, this one, for this tragic accident, they're gonna show shit.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
He's just like, I didn't have training.
Wow.
More training.
We need more.
Misogyny.
So,
More
speaking of workplace accidents, man attempts to cross the Alps wearing prosthetic hooves.
But he's done it.
Thomas
My
Thwaites.
little
That's just the best. No, seriously, what other ironic name would you want there?
My
It's
little
like it's got a lisp and an ironic word in it at the same time. Thomas Thwaite wants to know what life was like for animals, so he dressed up like a retard and went out and sought to get to work. So, you know that humans are animals, right? You dipshit. See, I was at a bit of a low ebb. You don't say. And I just happened to be dog sitting by my niece's. I don't like this guy. Niece's dog, and looking at this joyous, happy mutt, says Thwaites about the moment when the muse spoke to him. She came in saying, "Look, you idiot." Of course, this was all in Greek, so I didn't understand it. I just thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice to just have a break from all this stress? I kind of took it from there, really, by taking a break from reality, not doing a real job, and somehow having enough money to support your daughter, or niece, or whatever the fuck.
Why should he support his niece? He's not the father, as far as we know.
Family.
Okay.
He just dog sits.
No, seriously, as an uncle, you're supposed to have enough money to bring the toys that make the noise over to your brother or sister and piss them off.
Yeah,
That's your job.
That's
Kill
what
my-
Craig does.
Toys that make the noise. That could be interpreted in so many ways.
I'm interpreting it in the Dennis Leary stand-up way, where he really abhors that. I'm just like, that's what I have to do.
I'm so glad you're not a relative of mine then.
No, I actually brought home a. So I made a little noisemaker when I was like in high school because it was like senior prank day. I could hide this in a vent. So I actually, it's just a 555 timer. It's child shit, so anybody can do it. But I went ahead and I made a mock-up of one and I brought it to down to Florida to see my brother, and my parents and I were at his place, and we were talking to him and his wife, and of course his daughter was there, and we showed it to her, and it has a couple photoresistors on it that change the frequency and the amplitude of the sound that comes out of it. So it was really funny just to see her laughing her ass off, and I was just like, this is her next birthday present. Said I'm gonna encase it in like epoxy so it's indestructible too. The only way you're gonna be able to turn it off is to get the battery out of it. I might epoxy that in as well.
Oh,
So it has a limited life. Like you can suffer a whole straight month of listening to that, or you can suffer it intermittently for like the next 15 years.
You hate your brother, don't you?
Oh no, we love each other.
bullshit.
See, now that actually sounds like a really good idea. If my mutant brother ever has kids, I'll do that to him.
Okay, I need to make sure my brother doesn't hear this stream. So when I
Sure.
have my child, I don't need this.
Speaking of your child, let's go back to Hoofman here.
Hoofman.
It's not too outlandish, really, to imagine animals seeing as humans are one. Apparently, the idea has been kicking around in Thwaite's head for a while. It seems like a passing thought. If only I could be an animal. You know, Homo sapiens. That would be a good start. In fact, I think it's a universal. I remember thinking as a child, if only I could be a cat. You know, there are children out there who actually got away with that, you dipshit. They're called trans catkin. Then I wouldn't have to go to school.
Check your privilege.
Interesting way to put.
Check your
play
privilege, diddly shitlord of Reno.
But as an adult, Waits, a 34-year-old artist. Now we know why he has all the free time.
Yeah.
Now we know how he has the free time. He's a fucking artist from London.
That explains so much.
Wanted to push the idea further. So he decided it was time to escape the pressures and stresses of modern life and live as a goat. Like a billy goat. Like there, look at him. He's got
This
a
is
helmet.
natural selection. Let it happen.
He's got a helmet, just like this billy goat right here.
I
Good
think
night,
that helmet
Babs.
explains even more.
Oh my
Sweet
god.
dreams.
Oh, right, Bats. Let's see. So, to be honest, Thwaites has no loose nuts. What?
Wait, what?
He's interested in technology. No. If he was interested in those, he'd be doing anything at all that involves those. But no, he's a fucking artist. This gets better. Let's get to that section in a second here. He's interested in technology, science, and futures research. Futures research. Futures, by the way, refers to the monetary device, not as in future design. Futures. As well as communicating complex subjects in engaging ways. You know, those things he has no idea how to do. He graduated from the Royal College of Art Design Interactions and has researched social trends, the history and philosophy of science, and how to build a toaster from scratch. You realize what a toaster is, right?
Greg, I feel like every time you get a new piece of information, you get flustered over this.
Alright, start. No, you said new piece of information. What happened right after that?
You get flustered right after you get that new piece of information regarding his background.
It's becoming worse and worse. Like, this picture is not flustering, but the fact that he went to an art design interactions college is so fucking explanatory of his dementia.
He's bent over like he's waiting for someone just to like grab him and have their way with him.
Speaking of someone, you see the long trail of goats behind him that are coming in to plow him? See, on a whim, he says he applied to a London arts agency, the Wellcome Trust.
The Wellcome Trust.
No,
You were in league with QQ?
Keep in mind, I'm reading like about a sentence or two ahead of where I'm reading, where I'm speaking rather, to help pay for his goat holiday. It turns out they called his bluff and offered to pay for his ticket to the Swiss Alps, to get rid of the fucking idiot. So off he went. Unfortunately, he fucking returned. I went to the Alps and I have some prosthetics made by a prosthetic clinic. Prosthetic hooves, prosthetic back legs. You see them right there? Like, the shoes he's wearing? I also tried to digest grass.
Oh my god.
Tried to
digest grass, because that's what goats do.
He does
Good fucking luck. I hope he got diarrhea.
After 3 or 4 days of getting the hang of his new hooves, he challenged himself to cross the Alps, because that's what goats do. They don't have herds move around in specific patterns.
They don't wear clothes, you bastards. And also, do you take off your hooves to take a shit? Because that's not what they do.
But it says let alone take off their pants.
Yeah, how do you wipe his ass with the hooves?
These are the real questions.
It says the Alpine experience was intended to better appreciate the animal's anatomy and even their psychology. It was a very special kind of time, on the short bus. This thing, it it became an investigation into how close we can come to fulfilling this ancient human dream. Because I did a bit of research, and you quickly find cave paintings of all human half-beasts, and in fact this shows up in the earliest piece of figurative art, a statuette.
Dennis Baccarat? I'm so confused, and that's where the article ends? What the fuck?
Hold on, just so you guys know, this is the brilliant writing and important subject matters brought to you by David LaVale at PRI. That very important website which informs you about all things billy goat fuckery. Okay. So I believe you have a new PSA for us.
Yeah.
This is what LSD does to you.
Don't text and drive. I'm not even going to sip beer for this. This is going to be great. What? No! Don't stop before the money shot. They got out like robots.
What the fuck is she wearing?
I
It
think she
looks
goes
like
to an
a
all-boys Oxford
thing.
school, and she's just kind of off for the weekend. She has a southern accent! My baby's
You know,
in the
it's-
car!
It's one of those things. Whenever somebody goes to hit
I'm
my
so
car,
sorry.
I don't exactly come out with a rational discussion about it.
Brought to you by 1 Hour Optical!
I gotta say, I love the recommended videos thumbnails.
I know!
It's like potato in the
It's
bottom
like,
right
is it
corner.
worth it? Texting while driving.
Where do you think I'm getting these suggestions?
Top 10 most effective British adverts. Or this one with the giant mark on her forehead. I bet that has nothing to do with it, though, does it?
Nope.
Oh, Liz Marks texting.
Do you mean I'm
driving
gonna
story.
look for domestic violence one next? Oh, sorry.
And then next to that, penis inspection day.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
the Keira Knightley one.
Unbelievable
is
amount of
that
cocaine in her vagina. Holy shit.
Vagina.
This lady was caught with an unbelievable amount of cocaine in her vagina.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
How unbelievable, Craig.
Unbelievable. That's
Like-
how unbelievable it was. This,
2
by the way,
pounds
is
of
under
coke.
international news at News Suno. You know, that place known for the trusted and verified news sources. So, this lady was caught with an unbelievable amount of... Really, that almost belies what the title said. Why don't you tell us more about this? So fascinating. Border Patrol agents at JFK Airport nabbed a woman who allegedly tried to sneak into New York City with half a pound of cocaine stuffed in her vagina. Right there, you can see the vaginal nugget she left behind. Shakira Thompson arrived at JFK on Sunday on a flight from Jamaica, and customs agents immediately took the U.S. citizen into secondary screening room because screening,
Reasons.
where they found a white powdery substance in her vagina, which was carefully taped up like this because that was how well they inspected her. The half pound of coke is a street value of $10,000. So what you're saying is she paid for her trip back with cocaine. Thompson was booked on drug trafficking charges and will be prosecuted in Queens. Oh, that's lovely.
That's hot.
Could you imagine if just enough of that fucking leaked out? How that would get in your bloodstream?
Well, for one, her
I don't know,
vagina
I
would have
don't have
constricted
a
around it, which would have been really painful, which also would have been really funny. Because that's what it does to your muscles right there. Yeah, it would have dried out her vagina and contracted it around the supply of cocaine, which would have only made it worse.
Oh god, okay, never mind. Ow.
Yeah, it dries up your mucous membranes pretty well, just because it restricts the flow of blood and therefore water to the area.
Maybe one of the reasons why they used to prescribe it as a cold
As-
remedy.
Also as a dental anesthetic because it
Gotcha.
stopped blood from getting in the area so easily.
That makes sense.
So it lasted so long because it didn't have the ability to just get carried away by advective transport as well as diffusive.
Okay.
So, yeah, too much science. Shut up. You can turn the subtitles on. Okay, this looks like it's going to be funny. Hold on a second. I have to go ahead and turn on subtitles.
Oh, God.
Okay, you know what? I need another cup of root beer for this. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm dry too. I gotta go.
Hey, look, the first person in this video looks like a hipster.
Craig needs to turn on draw so I can draw dicks on this hipster.
Can we draw dicks on you, Evo?
I guess.
Okay. I should go ahead and pour this now so I don't accidentally laugh my ass off.
Are you
So please send
presenting,
it everywhere.
Craig? Like, are you selected?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
If you're watching the YouTube channel, you can see me.
Yes. Well done, child. You have done well.
I haven't unselected myself yet.
Craig, turn on draw.
The important part is that not only can you see me, but you can also see who is talking, or at least see the pictures of people.
Ew.
Turn on draw so we can draw dicks on this hipster.
There, you have draw.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, you know, we'll just wait here. I want to see what you're going to draw on him.
Well, you know, the standard issue penis.
I would never draw anything on anyone.
Let's see.
so
This is
fun.
titled "The Invisible Discriminator." Is it named the patriarchy?
Only if you want it to be.
I don't know. This guy doesn't look like he can fuck Mercedes Carrera. Okay. I'm sorry,
Alright,
no, she
you have to?
internalizes misogyny.
Varric.
Bye, Rick.
Bitter scones.
Guy Rick, get your ass back in.
How do you say scones? Do you say scones or scones?
I say scones because that's what I've heard
Scones.
every time I've ever heard it.
I've heard someone say scones, and I was very confused about why their parents didn't love them.
Did you ask them how to spell it? I think they're missing a letter.
I think they're missing all the letters here. No, because then it just turns into you don't know what you're talking about, and it's like, well, you know what? Thank you, that's the response.
You're welcome.
John Kelly, stop peeking. I told you, you can only look at me through the window with binoculars.
Oh, God. I click on this thing and it accidentally comes up again. I need to watch that twice. It was too funny the first time.
Oh my god. I've seen it twice, and it got funnier the second time.
Okay, I'm going to watch it a second time. I have to see this.
You test the theory.
Oh my God, they're singing Guns N' Roses in the background. This is better with the music.
It is. That's good without. He's a very metrosexual male, isn't he?
Yeah.
Look at them taking place.
Look at his smile.
Again?
Hold on.
Fuck.
Look at his smile. It's funny.
Aww.
Right there. He's like, I'm going to kill some children.
Craig, did you hear about this 18-year-old kid that keeps trying to be a doctor in Florida?
Yeah, only in Florida.
Like, it's not like the first time. He has tried several times to open a medical practice.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were talking. So there's this. It's not a story. It really happened. There's some guy who kept just showing up at ERs in a white coat.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
It's not the only guy who's done it too. There's several people who are just kind of wacko, and white coats aren't just sold to doctors. They're sold to lots of different people, including crazy people like these who just kind of show up at ERs in doctors' outfits. It's like
No, he opened
come
the
with me.
whole practice
Yeah,
Like,
he did. Oh my
he
god.
actually got together the money to open a practice, to hire staff, to make
He's
it
a
look
hustler, man.
fucking official. Not just once, several times.
I'm not trying to hurt people, he said. I'm just a young black man who opened a practice who is trying to do some good in the community. If this is a negative thing, we have a lot more work to do in the community than to
You know
single
what?
me out.
That sounds awfully familiar. Tell me if you haven't heard this one before either. Thank you, Otter Jesus. This is something I needed to see.
You,
Black women in Hollywood trending for 2 hours.
oh, that guy is a. I want to watch the PSA now.
No, what you have to do is we gotta watch the video from this teenage
Boom! The squishing sound.
It actually makes a sound.
Shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you,
For all
Ebo.
the consequences if you
I'm
speak.
just drawing jizz on the desks. Or on the desks and shit.
No, we gotta see the video from this kid because he's asking for privacy
Wait.
now.
Hold on. So I need to watch this. This is the
Oh,
Invisible
God.
Discriminator. I'll watch it like everyone else without sound. A black man.
With a dick coming out of his face. Like, for some reason, it keeps getting rid of all the dicks I keep drawing.
Turtleneck.
He's gonna be back. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
We gotta fucking find that guy and stop him.
He might be right behind you, Varric.
Wait, hold on. How is that not a question you should be asking of everyone?
That is a legitimate question, actually.
The invisible discriminator.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Damn it, come on.
Don't you get happy when they don't sit next to you, though?
I do.
If nobody bothers me when I'm sitting on a bus, I just don't give a shit. It's not a case of discrimination.
Stop, think, respect.
Oh, this is just for, okay, Native Australians? Okay.
Stop, think, as in like wrong think, but different.
Oh my god.
Censorship by any other.
I
No,
get
drunk
so
and racist.
happy. I love it when I move my shit from the seat and no one sits next to me because I can be like, yes. When I have to get...
Spreading.
Because I
It's
woman
funny
spread
because
a lot.
you move your shit from the seat, as I just kind of leave it there.
I move it because I start feeling bad, and then
I
I get...
usually don't actually put anything in the seats next to me because that's rude in the first place.
No, I put it if the bus is kind of empty, but as soon as it starts looking like it's gonna fill up, then I move my shit.
Fuck that, I put my shit in the seat.
I don't want anybody to actually sit down on it. That's why I just put it behind my legs.
Yeah, but whenever I'm on public transport nowadays, I'm going to my mother's. So I have a giant ass backpack with me, and that makes it uncomfortable to sit. And then I have other shit with me, so I end up like putting shit on the other seat just so I don't squash myself with the weight of everything. Also, let's read about this black doctor, because
Yes, let's do.
the important thing is he's black. Did I mention he's black?
I thought the important thing
Very
is
black.
Wait, so you're telling me he's black?
He's chocolate.
Oh my god.
Openly black.
Axon. There we go.
Florida man strikes again.
Not only that. Okay, we'll let
Fucking
him
Florida
talk later.
man.
Let's see. A teenager in South Florida who was advertising his healthcare services had by the way, it's not his certifications in holistic healthcare. He had lab coats and a stethoscope. He even had a medical office. No, I don't think he did. I think he had an office he called medical. What the
That's a
18-year-old
more.
Malachi A. Love Robinson didn't have, officials say, is a medical degree. No shit. Mr. Love, really?
The fact that
This
it's
guy-
holistic kind of rings some bells right there.
Plus, well, it makes it. This guy must have come from fucking California. On Tuesday, Mr. Love Robinson.
Oh no! Don't try to blame this on California. He's a Floridian, whatever you're called.
All right, look,
No, this
it's
is
not
totally
a fucking element. It's a
California.
state. All right. It's
Mhm.
Floridian, not Floridian.
I don't know what to call you fuckers.
Floridian.
Fluoridation? Fags.
On Tuesday, Mr. Love Robinson was accused of practicing medicine without a license after officials said he was caught performing a physical exam and offering medical advice to an undercover agent.
Ooh.
The episode is the latest in a series of encounters with law enforcement dating back to early 2015 as Mr. Love Robinson tried time and again to portray himself as a somebody, officials said. The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office said in a statement that Mr. Love Robinson managed to open and operate his own dick office called New Birth, New Life Medical Center and Urgent Care in a building populated by medical and dental. Where the fuck am I out? There we go. Medical and dentistry offices in West Palm Beach. Okay, that explains a good part of it. Everyone there is about 20 or 30 minutes behind. Complete with a grand opening celebration held in January. In Florida, practicing medicine without a license is a third-degree felony. Mr. Love Robinson was scheduled to appear in court on Wednesday. He looks happy.
He looks like a American football.
What I like is the slight indent right here and right here,
Yeah.
where you can see that not only did he have a really small hat on, but it was off tilt. Let's see. Brad Dalton, the
Tips
spokesman
fedora.
for the Florida Department of Health, said in an interview that a tip from the public had led to the investigation and arrest of Mr. Love Robinson. The tipster told the authorities that a person who was portraying himself as a 25-year-old doctor was actually an 18-year-old, and that was all that was needed, was the fact that he was 18. Let's see. You know what else might have given it away is the lack of a medical license on the wall of his office. Reached by phone, Mr. Love Robinson said Wednesday that he had been forced to close his office and called the charges against him gut-wrenching. What, were they also unexpected, you fucking idiot? Let's see, I'm not trying to hurt people, he said. I'm just a young black guy who opened up a practice who was trying to do some good in the community.
Is that hair black? I don't trust black doctors.
If that is a negative
Someone very
thing, we
black
have a lot
looks
more
more
work
like
to
a
do in the
Coco.
community than to single out me. Single me out, you meant, dipshit. Alright, he said that the undercover agent who posed as a patient came in complaining of an itchy throat. Oh, god damn it, this joke writes itself. Mr. Love Robinson took her weight, checked her breathing with his meat thermometer, and checked her temperature.
Nice.
Then
I was
recommended
thinking that, but I wasn't gonna say it.
Then recommended she visit a local pharmacy for allergy medication. There were no scripts given, he said. No medical advice. What? Mr. Love Robinson said that he received a PhD, and no, he didn't. For a private Christian university, that would explain it, but he refused to name the institution or the field in which he received a degree because it doesn't exist. He also said that he was certified to provide alternative health. No. That certificate
Yeah, no.
was provided by the American Association of Drugless Practitioners, a group for holistic health professionals, including herbalists and other so-called drug-free practitioners. Yeah. The organization approved Mr. Love Robinson's application after reviewing copies of degrees and diplomas sent by mail, according to the group's director, Donald Rosenthal. Well, Mr. Rosenthal said that the credential, which has been issued to some 21,000 people, does not allow for people to diagnose or treat medical conditions, because otherwise they'd all be practicing medicine without a fucking license. We tell them that all they can do is consult and educate, which is totally not giving advice, Mr. Rosenthal said, adding that applicants must sign a disclosure saying they understand that certification is not a substitute for the skills of a medical doctor. Good job. Very good job. Mr. Love Robinson said that he was not trying to diagnose or treat patients, only advise them, right? But this week's episode was not the first time he was accused of portraying himself as a medical doctor. Last October, he was arrested after he was accused of spending about 3 weeks practicing medicine without a license at New Directions, a treatment office specializing in addiction recovery in Boynton Beach, Florida. Mr. Dalton, the spokesman for the Florida Department of Health, said. Mr. Dalton added that the teenager was also taken into custody as a minor in January after he spent several weeks walking the halls of St. Mary's Medical Center in West Palm Beach wearing a lab coat and a stethoscope. An episode reported at the time of the Palm Beach.
I heard people wanting to pretend, like to playing pretend, but that's fucking ridiculous.
This is autism to the point of Downs.
Oh, was I meant to find another PSA?
You should probably do that. We're probably going to need a laugh after this fest is over. Let's see. The newspaper reported that Mr. Love Robinson's mother said the teenager was suffering from an illness and refused to take medication. Mr. Love Robinson's illness was not disclosed because everyone knows what it is. On Wednesday, Mr. Love Robinson said that he had been shadowing a physician and that the medical staff at St. Mary's was supposed to know what he was doing there. As for the illness his mother mentioned, he said that it was a misunderstanding and that he was going through a hard time and getting a little overwhelmed. A spokesman for St. Mary's declined for comment for the record. As he moved throughout the area attempting to practice medicine, according to the authorities, Mr. Love Robinson appeared to maintain profiles on several websites, allowing for consumer reviews to build up his reputation. On healthgrades.com, his specializations were listed as neuropathy and psychology. It doesn't get any better than that one. Let's see, on his profile on the National Provider Information Identifier database, his offered treatments included minor and or official surgery. Using his extra dark scalpel, I imagine. He was listed as a student in a healthcare training program, but his profile on the database didn't contain any information about which schools he attended. I value my practice skills, which include great communication skills, as well as timely and prompt care. His biography on HealthGrades said, I am a strong believer that patients in general are the strongest medical tools there is. Okay. The health department on Tuesday served Mr. Love Robinson a notice to cease and desist and several citations. The sheriff's office said he is accused of operating without the training of a medical doctor, which is typically 4 years for medical school and a minimum of 3 years for residency. You don't say. Just because you saw a season of Grey's Anatomy doesn't mean you could practice medicine, the sheriff's office posted Tuesday on Twitter. Huh. That's fascinating. Okay, new PSA. Canadian PSA.
Need a PSA, mate.
Hold on a second. Does this have...
All for the sake of the public.
Hold on, we have to restart this. This is
I don't think it has
captions.
subtitles. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Because that's what all kids look like.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I'd never really thought about lead being okay.
I'd say Kinky Pink is pretty good.
You need Morton's. What, salt?
Wait, are we producing some serious salt here?
Doctor with the terms! Message from Concerns. Advertising. It's like, I think they were on a significant amount of drugs. Holy shit.
That really creepy sexual abuse PSA. I don't want to see that.
Alright, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch that. That looks difficult to understand. Like, what exactly was going through the person's mind as they wrote it. No, I'm guessing many of us could probably guess. Probably because the guy was a child rapist, who knows. All right, so fascinating. I think that is as much of that stupid shit as I want to watch. Sorry, let alone read.
I think that's the end of the stream right here.
It'll end like it started.